Hello, it's been a while. I just thought I'd give you an update on what's going on with the chickens and the garden and stuff like that. So I thought I'd do a quick vlog. So welcome to the Easter update. So we had a bird flu restriction where we had to keep our hens confined, and but that was lifted at the end of March, which was very welcome. And so the hens are back out now, but I'm actually going to be confining my hens a little bit, in so much as at the moment they're having free range all over the garden, but I've moved the coops and now they will be shut into this section of the garden. So I'm getting some hurdles made by a local sort of woodcraft business, and they will be in their coops, you know, during the day, and then when they come out to free range they'll go in the bit behind the kitchen there, because it's north facing and very kind of shaded, so nothing really grows, but it would be great to let the chickens have a bit of a rummage around in there. Lots of nettles and comfrey, which I'll really enjoy. So that's the plan. So we now head over to Chicken City, which is in the corner of the garden, and the wood's been replaced, so they're all rotten, unfortunately. So the wood's been replaced. Thank you very much, Alex. And this hen here, so this white one, this is Snowy. Now, she's been limping for a very, very long time. I actually did a video, I think one of the back in the autumn, and she's been on a dose of antibiotics, but she doesn't seem quite right. It seems as much a reluctance to stand as pain, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with her. So we'll have to wait and see. But she's in this coop with her two nice friends. They were in the carport, but they started getting picked on. So she's just in there with them. I mean, she can walk, and she's, you know, preening, which is always a really good sign, and she does eat, not very much, but she does eat. But yeah, she just doesn't seem to be quite right. And this is the coop that was up behind the kitchen, and you can see we've put in a new perch and reinforced all the wood. This one needs replacing because they just rot, unfortunately, because I don't keep them up on sleepers or anything. But you can see I've got some tree surgery mulch. This is from Cypress Prunings, and it's really great because it's lovely and dry. It means the eggs stay nice and clean and the hens stay nice and clean. All right, chickies. Usual fisticuffs between the boys. You all right, Ralph? So he's doing okay. But yeah, they're all looking fine. And this is the last coop, which was over the other side of the garden. And this has got Nelson and his two leg bar girls and two Welsummers, and this little Rhode Island Sussex cross. So he's in there, and again, lots of lovely chippings in here to keep them nice and dry. Right, madam? There are the duckles. They're having to stay shut in because they've got to the stage in the year where they get really, really randy, and they just keep trying to attack the chickens. But I do swap them round. I've got another run over there which needs a new base, and then they can go in there for a bit of a change of scenery and to get out on the grass. You right, boys? the cream leg bars lay these beautiful kind of duck egg blue eggs. They're called Easter eggers, and that's from the, thank you, that's from the little cross, the light Sussex cross, and these two are from the Welsh Summers. They've got these lovely dark brown eggs. Dust bathing is so important for hens, and it was the one thing that I was really worried about with them being shut in, that they couldn't get a good bath. It's part of their sort of social gathering time as well, and very important for them to, it's a good place for them to bond. So yeah, I'm probably going to have to keep a little corner for them, make sure they have a nice dry area in the bit up behind the kitchen so they can still have a nice bath. These boxes here are actually raised beds. So they're hive boxes, which I won't be using for bees because they're not secure. You can see bits have fallen off and they're not bee tight, as we call them. Now these two here are actually ones from a hive I dismantled because they'd gone empty over winter, and you can see here, oh, where is she? The bees are collecting propolis. Can you see that propolis that she's packing into her pollen baskets, or corbiculae? So this sticky resin here, oh sorry, there's another one there. This sticky resin is called propolis, and the bees gather it from pine trees and sap from various trees, and they use it to stick everything together in the hive. A couple more here. And it's quite hard work to make, so if they can get it from another hive without having to mix it up themselves, because it's a combination of tree resin, honey, enzymes, wax, so it's quite a costly stuff to make. So they will rob it from other hives if they can. And if it's out in the sun, it gets nice and warm and sort of slightly toffee-ish. So that's what they're doing, gathering propolis. You can see it's kind of quite squidgy. Gets stuck on your fingers and stains them quite badly. I'll leave them to it. This will be another bed. This previously had a chicken coop on it, so it's really rich, and it's where I'm having my bonfires, so there's going to be lots of ashy kind of nutrients in there as well. This one's actually got some potatoes planted in it, so I've just put a bit of chicken wire over that just to stop them scrabbling up the middle bit here, but they are having a lovely dust bath in the corner there. That's my new blueberry bush, which is an early birthday present. My birthday's not until the 22nd of April. Hint, hint. Anyway, and you can't quite see, but I've got some chicken wire all over this bed as well. Again, this is where a chicken coop was, and I've now got some spuds in there. And I'm going to get some annual seeds to be able to put on top of them, so they should be quite nice beds. I planted quite a few fritillary bulbs a few years ago, and they're just lovely. I adore them. Incredibly beautiful flowers. These are the hollyhock, geranium and lavender seeds that I planted in the autumn. They desperately need pricking out and putting in something a little more roomy, but yeah, I'm excited to get those planted out. I've already got some other things coming up which I'll go and show you. So I know it doesn't look like much, and I know it just looks like grass. You can't really discern a border here, or indeed here, or indeed further around here. But I allow the grass to grow over, basically because it just protects the soil. This is a bank, as you can see, and so if I leave it exposed, all the soil just pans anyway. And you can spot that here's a geranium. Here's another one with some alliums growing up through it. And actually the small alliums, my irises hate it. They don't like being covered up. But actually, certainly the geraniums get absolutely enormous, and so they tend to shade out everything that's growing underneath them anyway. And I find it easier to just see what grass needs pulling back once the plants have established a bit more, because if I pull up all this grass now, I'm just going to leave it nice and bare for the weeds to colonise. The only exception to that is in one of the other borders. Now this was all willow herb last year, and as you can see, it's all coming up again, but I actually really like it as a flower. It's just a weed, but it's a food plant for an elephant hawk moth caterpillar, and it's a good bee plant as well. So I just let that grow up. The only bit of grass I do end up taking up is these bits in the middle here, because there's a really brilliant seed bank under here of things like cornflowers and some other annual seeds. And if I pull the grass up, then they tend to pop up. But it's all about sort of working very much with your garden. It's impossible for me to keep the grass off the borders. So I don't bother trying, basically, and I work with it. I've got two seating areas now. One this side of the door. So that's my little table and chairs by the lavender. And I've got some other pots here as well. Oh, there are my eggs from today. So I've got some other pots down there. That's a lavender that all the lavenders in the garden are ones I've grown myself. And then, because I'm not sure what's happening about social distancing, oh, there's some beeswax which I've melted down. Need to clean that up again. And then I've got my bench here.
We're going to try the cookies. You can say your piece now. It's going to go back and forth of like us talking.
So Rose did the baking for this one, and they are like healthy.
No, well, it's kind of.
Ned thinks they're healthy. Ned wants
fully
one.
supports one. They've got banana, oats, a little bit of oat milk, and then just baking powder and vanilla extract. So.
And then they're topped with.
That's the ugliest one to choose.
Which one? That one?
Yeah. Pretty. That's my one. Oh. I licked that.
Which one am I allowed? Which is the ugly one?
No, you can have whichever one.
Shall I have this one?
Yeah, if you want.
Ned.
They're quite cakey. It's not really very cookie-y. Right,
You go and have one.
Gotta try it at the same time.
Right.
They're more cakey. It's not cookie.
No. They're really nice though.
They are quite good.
They've got sugar in them.
A little bit.
Really nice. Where'd you get the recipe?
I made it up. I'm
There we go.
trademarking it. Credit to me.
What is it? Want to go for a walk? Chase a ballie? Should we go out? Yeah? Come on then.